Shalom from Jerusalem. This is Uriel, LCP, Independent News, Jerusalem, Israel. Sir, what is your name?
Mordechai.
Mordechai. Mordechai, what do you think about the Iranian threat towards Israel, and what do you think should be done to deter this threat?
Okay. It's like this. Without a head, when you don't have a head, you have a war. If you go back to World War I, there was a man called Jean Jaurès who was the head of all the socialists at the time. He had made a speech previously in Germany to which all the socialists from all the different countries came, and it turns out that the first Minister of Education of Israel, Zalman Shazar, who was on the 200 shekel bill, he made a statement in his book called Morning Stars. At the end of this book, the conclusion is, if Jean Jaurès had survived, the war could never have stopped, because Jean Jaurès by himself was preventing all the socialists from picking up guns. They weren't going to do a war. There would not have been a First World War. But the man was murdered, and the day after that, of course, the First World War started. So there's a similar person today that exists in the world, and believe it or not, his name is Shimon Peres, and he got the Nobel Peace Prize. He's a survivor of three. This man didn't take a bribe. He didn't need to take the other people with him. He could have received the prize by himself. Alfred Nobel said that the prize should only be given to one person for something he did the previous year. And the only person, as far as I'm concerned, of those three that applied to was Shimon Peres. He didn't need to split the prize with others. But the reason why that's important that he did it is it shows this man did not take a bribe. He did not take a bribe. And as you know, in the parsha of this week, it says that the bribes confuse the wise and blind the saints. So this man did not take a bribe, and therefore I believe he really is the man of peace that can bring Rabbi Nachman to Jerusalem. And by bringing Rabbi Nachman to Jerusalem, he will unite and change the whole mentality everywhere. There is no reason why an Arab can't say Nanach. There's no reason why a Christian can't say Nanach. There's no reason why a Jew can't say Nanach. We've come to that point where we need a head. Without a head, it could be a war.
Now the question once again is the Iranian regime really posing a threat towards Israel and towards the entire Middle East? Yes or no?
The Iranian regime is not really the problem. Of course, I hate the Iranian regime. These are people that murdered under the previous Ayatollah, Khomeini, not Khamenei. They had to murder 50 people in every city every day. Now, if I were living in a place where for over a decade we're being terrorized to the point where, hey, it started out with 50 people a day in every city, quota, you have to kill these people. Find them, just kill someone. If I was living in a place like that, I would be pretty raving lunatic by now, especially if I'm not able to eat and the only way to get food is by joining the army. I'm really sorry for what's happening to the folks in Iran. I mean, if they're completely mad, it's normal. The problem is for people that are sane to try to solve the problem.
So the nuclear facilities that the Russians have developed, given them the technology.
Well, don't say the Russians, say Putin, because if you look at what's going in Russia, you'll notice that most of the Russians, even though they've been through a lot of crap, they still have enough moral fiber. They have still something left, enough to realize that something's going wrong inside Russia.
But the Russian scientists have been the ones that have helped develop the nuclear facilities in Iran.
Well, my friend, even you and me would probably accept a bribe. The only person I know today that doesn't accept bribes is Shimon Peres, so we have to go to him.
This is Uriel, LCP, Independent News, Jerusalem, Israel. Shalom.